Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I wanted to do this video to talk about the things that I think that H1 did wrong. If you have not been following any kind of, H1Z1 players, any, big members of the community this week on Twitter, you probably haven't seen, but there's been a lot of stir up about H1. People are really getting fed up with the fact that they've taken so long to bring out Z1. They've taken so long to do any kind of update. And when they do an update, it's just basically just utter bullshit at its finest. Nothing, good at all. They just do stupid, pointless little updates. And I wanted to talk about everything that they've did wrong. Now, whatever you think about H1, whatever you think about me, the fact of the matter is the devs that develop H1 are the most awful devs that have ever, the game has gotten worse and worse ever since they split off and became Daybreak Games. The game has got worse and worse and worse, and the devs have done stupid, pointless updates, auto royale, changing the gun models, changing the sounds, all this pointless shit that we did not need. And I'm just going to stop myself real quick. This is not going to be a positive video. You can already tell. This is definitely going to be I'm just upset at just everyone that runs H1, basically. If you haven't seen, T-Hump said that he will be completely quitting this game as of 2 weeks from now. He said he's done with the game, fed up with it, and Eric Triceps is basically on the same deal. Now, they're the last streamers that we have for this game. They've, basically kept the game alive just by keeping the numbers alive on Twitch, and if they're gone, then the game's basically gone. So at this point, I have no hope left. I've been asked a lot, do you have hope? Do you have hope? My hope dwindled and dwindled and dwindled in the last few months, and I've completely lost all faith in any member of Daybreak Games except Game Dev Cardo. And Game Dev Cardo tried to come in at the end and save everything, but everything that ruined the game, Anthony Castoro put the game in the grave, and Cardo tried to dig it out of it, but it's just not happening, boys. It's a GG at this point. But onward to the things that have basically ruined H1Z1. Now, first thing I wanted to talk about is the major thing that it ruined the game, and that's the combat update. Now, as we all know, the numbers dropped a huge amount when the combat update came out. The combat update was just a last-ditch effort to become basically like PUBG, is at least what I say about it. They saw PUBG was coming out. They saw it was going to do well, and they panicked, and they tried to make the movement slower. They tried to do all this pointless stuff that basically removed everything that made the game unique, and that was a horrible idea on their part. We didn't need movement changes. We did need an ENAS fix, but we didn't need to be as slow as a potato. One of the things that is the core game mechanic of any game is the fact that you can, your movement. Movement's a huge thing. If I don't like the movement in a game, I don't like a game. And the movement is a huge part of what made H1 great. Now they, completely made it a potato now, and it's just disgusting at this point, the way the movement is. But the next thing is helmet body. Now, we've had helmet body in the game since Z1. There's been helmet body countless, just always in the game. They've never fixed it. It's still in the game, whether we've had vertical, horizontal recoil, it doesn't matter. It has always been in the game, and they have yet to fix that. They've yet to fix the hit rate. They've yet to fix the micro stutters. They've yet to fix the FPS. The FPS has gotten worse as the years have went on. In Preseason 3, we had forced shadows, and the game was still way better FPS than it is now, and that just makes absolutely no sense how a game can revert and get worse and worse as the game progresses. I say in quotes, it progressed and got worse, and how they managed to do that, I do not know. Now, another thing that they really, this is my biggest harp, is they didn't listen to the community. Now, I know they did listen to the community in some aspects, but they mainly listened to the professional side of it and just completely ignored the casual fan base for a long time. Then they tried to come back and do what the casuals needed, like adding a compass to the top, adding a mini map, adding all this stuff, knowing you're in the safe zone by saying you're in the safe zone, all that kind of stuff. That's the noob friendly type of things that they added after they went completely the professional way and saw that it didn't work. Now, they also would never admit that they were wrong. The devs absolutely, even to this day, will not admit that they were wrong. The combat update was wrong. It should have been reverted within a week. Some people are like, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. No, you dropped 10K players in a matter of just a month, simply because of the fact that you brought out the combat update and completely refuse to revert it and refuse to accept the fact that it's dog shit. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that they just tried to just completely do nothing for so long. In preseason 3, they were the top battle royale. They were the only battle royale. They were making the scene as the main battle royale, and they had no competition whatsoever. They did no updates. There was months that went by when we had no updates, and then there would be an update come out, and it would do essentially nothing. It might be a lighting change, it might be a fix for a glitch in a certain area, but like there was nothing that was changed for so long until competition arose, and then they tried to do all these updates over and over, like in a short period of time, which was an absolutely terrible idea on their part. They just sat back and was like, okay, we're running the battle royale scene, and you got to consistently update and keep the game fun to keep people on it. Add new game modes, add new skins, add all this stuff that makes the game continue to progress, and they did nothing for so long. And then a new game came in, PUBG being that game, and they tried to do all this shit to try to stay relevant with PUBG going on, and it just didn't work because they completely ignored the fact that you have to update it whether you have competition or not. You have to continue doing things for your players. You have to be transparent with the community, which they were not. They did not tell us anything. Like, we would ask what they're doing. Oh, we're working on it. Oh, there's a glitch where you get stuck in the roof of your cop car. Oh, we're working on it. Oh, there's this area of the map that doesn't render correctly. Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're working on it. That's what we've heard for years. We're looking at it. We're working on it. We're looking at it. We're working on it. Do it. Just do it. They did nothing, and they let their game sink down and down and down, and instead of fixing things, they just continued to pay people to play the game on stream, hoping that people would see it and then just decide to play it. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. They ruined a beautiful game, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've done H1 for almost 2 years now, probably 2 years now, and I guess I really enjoy Islands of 9. I've been talking about switching over to Islands of 9, streaming it, but a lot of people don't think that Islands of 9 will be successful. I don't want to do Fortnite simply because there's so many people doing Fortnite. There's no way. You just sink into the numbers. You can't make it on Fortnite at this point. If I would have started when I made that first original video before Fortnite had all the hype, I might could have made something out of it, but anymore you couldn't do anything with Fortnite. I really enjoy Islands of 9. Hopefully it'll be a big game and I can do well on it. As far as plans, I just probably am gonna start streaming it every day on Twitch, and maybe do highlights of it from the Twitch stream or something on the channel. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But H1 basically is a GG at this point. I'm gonna continue doing it till Islands of 9 comes out, and I'm gonna play it. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, whatever. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all that still continue to watch, and if you do continue to watch, I appreciate it. But yeah, H1's basically it's ran its course, boys. It's done.